Hello, 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 and welcome. It has been a while, but we're back. So hopefully all is well. I'm just going to check the audio. We're going live into a couple of different places. Oh, there we go. That seems to all be going well. So yeah, let me know where you're watching from. We're supposed to be on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, and we are Portrait. For those of you that didn't know that we're on Portrait. And I can't find that on there, but we will persevere on as always. So this is the first one back. I've attempted this one 3 times, and each time has been unsuccessful. Monday motivation is exactly about that. It's about kind of giving you motivation to start your week on. But this one's a little bit different because this one is a little bit about adversity and how you can kind of not so much find something positive from something negative, but how you can utilize that. And those of you that know my good friend and business partner Jim passed on Boxing Day very unexpectedly, and that was it was a struggle for me, and I felt it very hypocritical to do some kind of Monday motivation streams straight after that, really, because I couldn't find my motivation. Uh, Put in within the mix of that, having to organise the summit in Las Vegas and other bits and bobs of works and the pressures of running a business. I was finding my own space as well. And I'm not alone in my grief. Jim touched a lot of people, and again, he leaves behind a wonderful wife and stepdaughter, Mai and Yang, who are amazing people. And to see the grief that they're going through as well has been difficult, which was kind of the inspiration behind this as a stream, which is kind of like, rising after adversity. Those of you that are entrepreneurs, that are business owners, will know that it's never always straight sailing, and it's never the things that you prepare for that you can kind of plan for. It is the phone call on Boxing Day from a friend that you completely do not expect, that knocks you sideways. It's those things that happen to us in life that we don't prepare for. And sometimes it can be difficult to dig deep and find the motivation from those as well. So I kind of done a bit of research and some kind of little tips and tricks that kind of help with that and how you can utilize that as well. Now, once again, this is going live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and various other places as well. If you find value in this, then please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel, but most importantly, it just means that you get to see when we do these in the future. And they will be more positive than this one. They are only 20 minutes in length. The first 10 minutes are about kind of tips and tricks to help with those. And then the last 10 minutes is some guided visualization to help with that as well. And again, it's feel free to jump in the group on Facebook and put suggestions for stuff. But we are going to fire these back up from today. But let's kind of go straight into it now. Kind of the hacks, the tips, the tricks to help you with that. And feel free to jump in the comment section if there's anything you want to add to it. This is live, and the joys of live is you can comment along as well. That's completely fine. One of the kind of things that I was looking at that really does help about kind of the way that you can overcome that adversity, that challenge, is the legacy method. And this is one that I found a lot of, I won't say joy, that's the wrong word, but I found a lot of comfort in this. And the legacy method is obviously when you lose someone that you admire, that you respect, that you look up to, use their legacy as a reason to still kind of live on within all of us. Find, what would they want you to do now? What would they want, how can you carry forward their goals and dreams? And a trick for this is write down three principles, three qualities that you really admire in that person that's gone. And then, make a conscious effort to embody those within yourself. And so the three things that you admire most and respect most about that person, and try and make them part of who you are, so that those qualities, those principles can live on through you. That I found a lot of comfort for. Jim was known for his kindness, so I'm trying to make a conscious effort to be kinder. And there's a couple of other things that are really important. So yeah, so the legacy method, it's basically reframing the grief into a place of, they're gone now. We need to reframe this. What principles, what qualities, what things did you respect of that person, and how can you encompass them into your daily life? And that way you can embody those, and then that way they live on through you. So that is the legacy method. That's a really great way of doing it as well. Another strategy is what's called the empty chair strategy. This one is a really interesting one, and it's about still having their wisdom. I do this, and that's imagine that that person is still sat there, and then at times when you need their consult, then you can just imagine that they're there and ask them and see what they would do. Again, especially if you're facing like a hard decision, you can kind of put it onto them. It's very gestalt, I suppose, and then kind of get their opinion, even though it's only in your imagination. But it's like, what would Jim do? What would that person do that you have lost? How could they do it? So that's the empty chair method. It's very simple, and there's neuroscience that kind of backs it up that, you know, you still retain their voice. You understand their character, especially if you're close to them. And so imagining them sat in that chair, or however you used to experience them. For me and Jim, it's very much on Zoom. You can imagine having that conversation with them and getting their consult and their advice as well. That is another good way to it as well. And another strategy as well, especially again, it's very grief driven, is this first one that we're back. But it's borrow some strength from the future. We all know grief is a terrible thing, and when it's raw, it's painful. But in 3 years' time, the person will still be missed, but the pain won't be as strong. So, what will your future self feel and do about this? And what did your future self let you know about? What did that grief teach you? What was what was the lesson within that you've brought forward to the 3 years and found the benefit from it? You know, how did you grow from this? And so again, stealing that knowledge from the future and bringing it to now, it creates a distance between you and the pain, and it helps you focus on the more um, empowering feelings rather than the raw grief and the loss. I think it's a really great way. And again, you're tricking your brain into looking into your future to help find solutions for now. And the last one is the lighthouse effect, it's called. And that's, was it, lighthouses don't chase ships, they stand firm and offer enlightenment. Um, when you've been through the darkness, when you've been through some things, how can that pain that you are going through, that you have been through, how can you use that to help other people that are going through similar situations? When Jim's my loss for Jim, it helped me having to comfort his family and other things as well. It kind of helps to kind of to try and be strong for them and use the process of your grief to help other people out as well. I mean, does this make sense? Let me know. And if you've got some strategies as well that you are finding useful, or you do find is useful, then please do let me know. Each week we'll be talking about kind of a positive, motivational mindset. And the thing is sometimes we can have almost toxic positivity. Life isn't always amazingly positive, and things do happen out of the blue. Paulette, how are you? It is good to have you on here. Paulette, I know you kind of knew Jim as well, and it is one of those things. But yes, it's, even though this is about motivational stuff, motivation is also about digging deep and kind of persevering on when things are difficult. And I know I found a lot of comfort in the work. So that is a great thing as well. So this show is all about 10 minutes of kind of the motivational tips and tricks, and then 10 minutes of a guided visualization to just help you lock in those learnings. And whatever it is that you are focused on, whatever goal you have, and whatever challenges you are facing, your unconscious mind generally knows a way through, around, over. And that's what we're going to do now. Oh, fabulous. Yes, I am good. I am good. So yes, So what I want you to do right now, and again, whatever you're doing, please do not listen to this if you're in the car or if you're operating heavy machinery or if there's any reason you should not be doing this. What I want you to do now is just close your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, I just want you to focus on the sound of my voice. Good evening from Germany as well. I wonder who the furthest person away is. So Dirk, good evening. And it's good to know we are definitely on YouTube. So Dirk, we're just talking to a guided visualization bit now. So this is an eyes closed imagination exercise. But people feel free to drop comments in, that's fine. And even with your eyes closed, if I reference those comments, it will not bother or disturb you. So with your eyes closed, just take a big deep breath in and just exhale out. And the reason for this is I just want you to focus on you, not anything that's in the room, not your phone, not anything that's disturbing you. Just focus on yourself. Allow my voice to be the guide that enables you to just let go. As we go through our life, we pick up lots of stresses, tensions. Michigan, Germany, Yorkshire. We are truly international this evening, this morning or afternoon. It's the joys of the internet. So what you need to do is just allow yourself to relax down even deeper. Imagine what it would feel like with every breath. Just find yourself floating down. You may see yourself floating around the world, through Europe and Germany, Michigan, Las Vegas, wherever it is that you are. I have a friend that's in Singapore at the moment, just going down through Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. And we can travel the world and we can travel anywhere in our imagination and we can travel inside. Allow yourself to relax with each easy breath you exhale. Allow the top of your head to the tips of your toes to just dissolve and let it go. With every easy breath you exhale, find your body just relaxing down even more, finding a quiet, peaceful place. I want you to imagine right now, just imagine, that in front of you there's a beautiful candle. Those old Roman candles with a flickering flame. As you watch that flame, you can begin to understand how mesmerizing, how hypnotic those candles can be. As you watch the flame as it flickers, slowly burning a warm, subtle flame. And as you watch the dance of that flame, notice how it just draws you in even further. Notice that it gives off a warm, soothing energy. And you could just imagine that the spirit of that flame represents someone that you love, someone that you are close to, and someone that has left this world. But they may have left this world, but they have not left your life. Their presence continues to flicker. The memories, your thoughts, and they live within you, within those memories, within your heart. And although that flame flickers and dances, you can imagine that a wind could gust through the room, and you will see that that flame will flicker even harder. And a soft wind will blow, and at first it shakes the flame, but it doesn't go out. It bends and it moves. It dances, but it stays. Just like their impact. Still here, still shining. That's right. And you can just imagine that soft flickering flame, just like the impact of their life, still continuing to flicker. And when you get those challenges and that wind blows through, you can keep that flame burning inside of you. I want you to imagine reaching out right now, reaching out and cupping that flame. Transfer that energy, that fire, that desire inside of you. Carry it forward in your life now. Carry it forward into your work. Carry that spirit on into the people that you meet and make their light forever part of your journey. As you imagine that person now, think of the qualities that you really admired and respected of them, and have that burn inside of you so that when you interact with other people, that energy, that flickering flame stays with you and stays with them. And you can just allow yourself to relax right back to now. When you get to bed at your usual time, you can find you have a wonderful night's sleep. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, just open your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Just open your eyes. Have a bit of a shake. Just allow whatever feelings to feel. Just give a shout out there to Brian. Brian Bay says, good afternoon from Seattle. There we go. So Brian was talking about the damn I'm pretty tattoo. There we go. And there's the JK there. So those that you will know, Jim's catchphrase was damn I'm pretty. And you know what? The story of that is fantastic. And this is the reason why I got the tattoo, so I can continue to tell that story on his behalf. When Jim was a comedian, he was a big guy. And he would say, damn, I'm pretty. And it would get a laugh because of his size. But after a while of saying it and repeated it, he started to believe it. His confidence levels went right up. And then he lost weight, he got more confidence, and he became more attractive because of that. So Jim, at the end of his talks, would always kind of shout the whole damn I'm pretty and get the audience to do the same. And it's one of the things that very much was his catchphrase. So in his honor, I was lucky enough to get that tattooed by a worshipful brother in Seattle as well. So that was a really meaningful thing for me. So yes. So guys, that is it. We are on our 20 minutes time slot. A slightly different one this time, but we needed to get back on that horse. We have not done one of these since Boxing Day for understandable reasons. But one of the things Jim would have wanted is for us to continue on in that work. And so thank you for joining me on this first one. It's been a real pleasure. Do check out Hypnosis Heroes this week. That is being carried on by Sean Kostiak and Brian Bay. That was a fantastic podcast from the guys there. Brian, if you put the link to that in the comment section on YouTube as well, so people can find that. Hypnosis Heroes is a great podcast, one of Jim's proudest moments of creating that, and did a great job of connecting some of the best hypnotists in the world. This week, their guest is, it's me. So that's not why I'm promoting it. But it's the same as this one. We've got to get it started again. And so, yes. Oh, no, Paulette, thank you. And yes, the tattoo is it's nice to have it there as a constant reminder as well. And it makes me smile every morning now when I'm brushing my teeth. It is there. It just reminds me. It helps that flame continue to burn inside. So that is really good. So Paulette, thank you. And don't forget, guys, if you have any suggestions for future shows of this, each week we'll be bringing home a theme to help drive your motivation so that you can achieve your goals. And if you get one spark of inspiration from these, then please do share this to your network. It would very much be appreciated. Guys, thank you for joining me this on the first Monday Motivation of 2025. I hope those New Year's resolutions are doing well, and we will see you soon. Take care. Good night and God bless.